another one.
All right. Coming from Service Desk, we use knowledge bases to resolve 90% of issues users call in about. What do you recommend I familiarize myself more with the tools I use daily or the daily operations?
So that's a little bit of a tricky question, but I'll do the very best that I can. First of all, thank you for the amazingly hard work. The times that you go without getting any appreciation for the work that you do. I mean, God bless the people who work service desks, right? I am a big advocate. If you have snow in your environment and that's service now, get familiar with ServiceNow and its products and its product lines, what they deliver, how they integrate with different platforms, things like that. Redmine is another one. ServiceNow is going to handle your ticketing integration, even to Splunks and your Taniums and your endpoint solutions can all feed into ServiceNow and enable your workforce or your service desk to be that much more efficient. um Back when I was doing stuff service desk, it was very much service now and pager duty, because at some point in time someone had to respond to the things that's going on. um Redmine is another ticketing. Like, I notice I keep focusing on ticketing things because that's gonna be your bread and butter. You're gonna grow up in a world where not only are tickets present in your life, but they are the determinant factor as to what your performance are. So when we start talking about KPI, key performance index, or KPMs metrics, key performance metrics and things like that, we start to see that people are taking and correlating how many tickets you've answered in X amount of time to deliver them. So understanding that, right? Because we got to game the system a little bit. We got to understand how we're gonna move forward. Windows, understanding Windows Server, vSphere, those different things are important, right? Because endpoint solutions, if you have VDI solutions or virtual desktop implementation that's occurring inside of your place, Citrix is another place. So as you can see, I keep going from one space and then it keeps blowing up, and that's not for me to make things more difficult than they need to be, but just to cover some of the platforms that the user really needs to understand. Ooh, and if you're in a Windows environment or a Windows shop, that's what they call it. If you have a majority of one OS versus another, they'll say you're either a Linux shop, a Mac shop, or a Windows shop, or a cloud shop. Um, just being aware of those base things. If you need to be focused on things like a PowerShell and getting some understanding about MSFT, understand how to baseline. Oh, here's another one. Fog servers, amazing things to walk into service that's understanding, because that means that you're going to be able to image multiple machines that are tied into your enterprise solution. So Clonezilla, Fog server is a proprietary type of thing, but there's a myriad, and I keep using myriad. We're gonna switch out that vocabulary. There are um, a multitude of things that you can get some awareness from. So that's also, here's another thing: familiarize yourself with those soft skills and learning how to deal with people. I was once a service desk lead. I was the head of that section. And people got upset with me, but I asked them, I said, "Hey, after I took over, I was a new hire. I said, "Hey, I want you to take one ticket a week that, I don't care what it is, you get up and you walk to the customer and you fix their thing right there." The point of that was to humanize the IT support staff, because a lot of the time people don't get to have fun, or they don't understand that the people who are on the other end of that solutions call are actual humans. And because I said, hey, do this, we had better customer interaction. What does that mean? That means that the CEO, while the CEO and the C suite gets all this special treatment, each person that was in each of the business verticals that we were supporting felt like they received that level, a concierge service, even because at least one day a week, one of the guys were going out to help them with their personal problem. So it didn't become that help desk person. It was Bob that got two kids that I'm looking forward to talking to during the company picnic. So those soft skills are going to take you a long way. I promise you. So if you're not doing that, if you're not going out to put hands on keyboard and doing face to face, then you will without a doubt continue to live a life of frustration where they just yell at you because they only calling you when their machines don't work or if something is broken. And that's all I got.
Awesome. And I'll say about the soft skills too. Like I I was just thinking about this the other day. Tech was believed to be, or at least used to be, where the introverts went to hide and just write code, but that's not the case, right? Because you have to be personable. You need to know how to interact with people, because you're dealing with your stakeholders. You like, and as someone who is in like the service desk, your stakeholders are the users, like for your organization and stuff like that, and you don't want them to hate you, you know. So just gonna throw that out there. All right, and there goes that question.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.